How you doing, Rufe?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, man. Hey, why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about what brought you here to Evolution?
What brought me to Evolution was I had some serious back pain. I was pretty hunched over, and a while back I had approached Danny. Danny's a friend of mine. I approached Danny and asked him for some help, and kind of took his help, and was still going to a different gym and was working out wrong and that kind of stuff. And came to Evolution and learned about some stretching and how to take care of my body through the foam roller and everything. And literally, like in 2 weeks, my back pain went away, and that was pretty awesome. And that's really what brought me here. I didn't really understand the kettlebell at first. I kind of thought it was weird. But then I got involved into that. So it's been pretty good. That's what brought me here.
And when you did kettlebells, what would you say your biggest benefit of starting with the kettlebell training and that stuff?
Starting with the kettlebell was really, for me, it was about learning proper form with something different. It was kind of like an alien at first using it. It was a lot different, but it taught me about full body movement. And then I tried the P90Xs, the Insanities, all that kind of stuff, going to the gym, the big box gyms and stuff. And I seen the results on Danny. He got in pretty good shape, and I was like, screw it, I'll try it too. And it's been good. It was tough though.
So yeah, after you did kettlebell classes for a long time here, and then tell us how you've started your training evolved here at Evolution. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's evolved in a couple different ways. Through the kettlebell, my conditioning got better. I got stronger. My deadlift went up. A lot of stuff was going really well for me. And then they started doing Olympic weightlifting here, and that seemed pretty intriguing, and I started doing that. And if it wasn't for kettlebell, I wouldn't be able to Olympic weightlift, because kettlebell taught me technique and form that is vital for Olympic weightlifting. And now, it's been, on the verge of, we got a little team going and stuff, and on the verge of trying to compete really into that kind of stuff. And it's just been really good, just getting strong. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome, man. What would you tell, like, the average person? I mean, you're a young guy, and a lot of people kind of go to these big box gyms and they have like this whole thing of like maybe feeling lost in these places, or kind of doing the same routine and not getting any stronger, or kind of maybe have opposition, to coming into a gym, a different type of gym. What advice would you give someone?
For me, it was about being teachable and open-minded, really. I had to kind of forget everything that I thought I knew about working out, and you read enough magazines and all that kind of stuff, and they tell you what to eat and all that stuff. And really it was being open-minded to the kettlebell, being willing to try it, and willing to push through the difficulty of not knowing how to do the movements, and the struggling with that, and having to accept that I'm not as strong as I thought I was on certain things. Right. But yeah, really it was about accepting that I didn't know anything really. Big box taught me wrong, and really taking an opportunity to learn the movements and everything. And once I learned the movements, then everything else came really well.
So are you stronger today than you were when you walked in Evolution?
I'm stronger than I've ever been. Than I've ever been before. And I got pretty strong a while back, and I'm stronger than I've ever been before. All around. Whole body. Totally different.
Right on, man. Well, thank you so much, Rufe, for your time.
Thank you.